Hey New Church, my name is Matt Beers. I'm one of your pastoral candidates. This is my family. We are really excited to meet you guys. This is my lovely wife of 14 years. I was too small to play football in college, so we actually met on the cheerleading squad at Shorter College.
I'm Michelle, and I stay at home with these three girls and chauffeur them all around to school and all their activities.
Hi, I'm Caroline Beers. I'm 11 years old and I'm in the 5th grade. I play basketball at my school.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn and I'm in the 1st grade, and the one thing I love to do is do ballet.
And the one that just ran away from me is Riley. She is our 2-year-old. She is the boss of all of us, and she pretty much does whatever she wants. Being the lead pastor of the church plant for 5 years, there's things I learned there that I never would have learned as a staff pastor. Levels of faith that God took me to. And then in this last job, I did things here that I'd never done before. I ended up managing over $1 million. The budget's grown, having to grow groups in a church that really was Sunday school heavy. These two roles undoubtedly have kind of really pushed me way beyond where I was as a student pastor and thinking about being a lead pastor. There's two other things that have been huge though. Jason Stockton has become my mentor for almost a decade now, and he's led me in ways that I didn't even consider. I thought, well, I know how to connect with people and I know how to preach. Sure, I can get better at those things, but he taught me about things that I didn't even think about. The organization, how to lead the organization, how to look for staff, what to look for in staff, how to release staff, how to raise finances, stuff that you just don't do typically as a staff pastor. So his investment in my life has been huge. And then the last one, without a doubt, enrolling in the Master of Divinity at Liberty, it's really stretched me way beyond what my Bible college education's done. A wise church consultant from Oxana once told me, why recreate what God has already started? So one of the things I would be doing is just investigating, where is God working? Where is God leading in the church? It seems very obvious to me that New Church is a very relational church. So I would be highly invested in building relationships with all the people, certainly, but with the elders, with the staff, with the leaders in the church. Find out what their heart is, what makes them tick, and just really kind of examine, what is God doing there? There's no doubt getting into that building, getting a permanent facility would be high on my priority list. I think that what God has done with New Church is probably just the tip of the iceberg. And then perhaps even branch out. Maybe, Lord willing, down the road, maybe there's opportunities to plant campuses. But the way that you guys are connected with the community, your heart and passion for being a welcoming church, these are things that I would lean into heavily. And I'm a pretty simple guy. I started in evangelism. I currently work in discipleship. I'm a firm believer that those two things work. And so I would continue to lean into both of those. I'm a big fan and big promoter of groups. I think that everyone should be in a group, ultimately so that we can leave the walls of the facility that we meet in and be the church. So there's a few things that drew me to this role. First of all, you guys are super casual and relaxed, which I love. We're a great cultural fit there. I love your worship environment. I love the energy from your staff that I've seen on social media. Just that whole vibe that you have, that you're welcoming, that it seems like you really want to make a difference in your community and connect with the lost and dying world. But I tell you, the one thing where I felt like God spoke to my heart when I was watching the video that you put together with Vanderbloemen, I saw the piece of land that you own, and I saw all those houses, and I immediately got excited. And my brain thinks like this. I'm thinking, man, there are people in that neighborhood that don't know anything about Jesus yet. And we would go and build a facility there, and our church would meet there. And like, people are gonna meet Jesus in that neighborhood, in that shot there. Like, maybe years from now, they don't even know that their house is in that video. But they're gonna meet Jesus maybe because I would invite them or one of you would invite them. And somewhere on that plot of land, there's gonna be a building. And they're gonna come in there one day and they're gonna meet Jesus, and their life is gonna be changed, and their children's life is gonna be changed, and their grandchildren's life is gonna be changed. And they're gonna get dunked in the waters, and they're gonna proclaim Jesus. And that's really exciting to me. So I know some people may think, why would you wanna move in a capital campaign? To me, that would be one of the greatest opportunities I could imagine, is to come into a church, bring a level of energy, bring some of my expertise from previous roles, get that building erected, and really have this base camp where we can go and let's go reach that city. Let's bring those people in. That's really exciting to me, and those are the things that I hope that you and I get a chance to talk more about.